Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 13th to the 20th of March. And so yes, Taurus, you've got a higher power as your additional guidance card. And when higher power appears in a reading, there's always a feeling of there being some energy in charge of your week. Some forces are working for you to help you release something or supporting you in achieving a new goal. Okay? So that's the sort of theme of the week. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles can mean a new job, it can mean a gift of money, it can mean a whole new lifestyle that wants to be born. So some people might be even relocating, moving house, reaching out for a new creative project, for new work. Because at the top of the deck, you've got the Three of Wands. Now, I've got two strong feelings coming through. Some Taurus might be waiting on some news. They might be waiting on something coming back into their life. You could just be waiting on something, but some Taurus are reaching out for new growth, new potential. There's a feeling of wanting to break into new territory, Taurus, and that could have a financial link. It could have a lifestyle link. I'm not sure, but this feeling of higher power, that there's something else in charge, Taurus, okay? So let go. Let go of control. Let go of surrender. Have faith. That's sort of what the core cards are actually saying here. Now you start the week to a very feminine and very beautiful card. So can you see it? The Temperance card. The Temperance card, this means to me this middle way, no extremities of behaviour. So anything that brings emotional imbalance into your life, Taurus, just try and keep it away from you. But if you see that she's holding this wand of fire, well, it's a goblet, okay? And it's mixing fire and water. So it's basically mixing your emotions with your intuition, okay? It's about trusting your own self, about knowing the way forward and having faith in yourself. Some people say it's called spiritualizing the emotions, which only means learning to trust yourself. Yeah, and learning to trust your higher power, whatever that means to you. And it's with the Queen of Wands. And I'm getting the same sort of sense that these cards are meaning the same thing, okay? Also, it's very, very likely you'll be extremely magnetic at the beginning of the week, Taurus. The Queen of Wands is exceptionally magnetic and attracts to her what she needs, okay? She's a queen that everyone wants to be around because of her warmth and her energy. And as a feeling, Taurus, that that's who you are this week. Particularly also with that Three of Wands, there's a reaching out for new growth and new potential. Okay, I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, you then move on to the Four of Discs. Now, as any of my subscribers know, this card's been a bit of a constant for you, Taurus, for the last 3 months, hasn't it, really? Particularly in your love readings, okay? This sense of holding on, this sense of protecting your heart, this sense of, I don't know, this gripping of a bit of fear, okay? Particularly emotional. Now, this comes after the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is learning there's nothing to fear. Because, Taurus, it's about learning to trust your own gut. It's about learning to trust that you know if something's good for you or not, basically. And once we learn this, we can start to let go of fear. We can start to learn to let go of having to protect our heart. Some could be holding on financially, but it comes with a death card. And the death card is about that. Sorry, I just took a really deep breath because it's about letting go. It's about letting go of control, letting go of that need to hold on to tightly to whatever it is you're holding on to. I don't know if it's an emotional thing, because this particularly used to show up in your love part of your reading. So I don't know if it's an emotional holding on. For some, it might be a financial holding on. Some people say they're exactly the same thing. It's just a sense of not trusting, okay? Not trusting the flow of life, not trusting your higher power, and having temperance before it says to me that something new wants to happen for you, Taurus, and it wants to happen within you, okay? Oh, this is quite a deep reading, guys. So I'm laughing. I always get quite bizarre readings for you, Taurus. Okay, you then get the Hierophant, strange combination of cards, the Ten of Wands. Not the most lightest, joyous combination. The Ten of Wands is about, that you feel that you've been on a very, very long journey and you're exhausted, feeling a bit oppressed. But the good news is ready to put down these wands, okay? Now with the Hierophant, it sort of feels, and I actually find you very like this, Taurus. You need to do the right thing, okay? There's sometimes within you this need to do the right thing. That's what the sort of Hierophant can represent. It can represent laws, okay? So maybe you've been going the extra mile, you've been, dotting all the I's, but it's a feeling of whatever you've had to do has been a bit exhausting, okay? And a lightening up needs to happen here, if possible. I know we all have periods in our life where everything feels a bit heavy and a bit burdensome, okay? But again, with that Death card and that Ten of Wands, there's a feeling of something heavy coming to an end. You end the week in the most beautiful, light, joyous cards, which is so great to see. So after that difficulty of the Ten of Wands, right next to it you've got the Six of Wands, success, victory, achievement. So whatever that Three of Wands means is the crowning card. If you're waiting for something, I think this is about success and what you're waiting for. And with the Three of Cups, which has to be one of the most joyful, lightest of the minor arcana. This is about celebrating, letting your hair down, having fun with friends. It's a real carefree energy. So opposite from that Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. And it seems to me you might hit next week a day or a night or a day where you're just feeling a bit loaded, Taurus, but it completely 360 degrees turned round to this success, this victory, this joyous celebration. And 2 threes in a reading are really nice. They're not the complete stability yet, and the complete establishment, but there's such a joyful energy and a celebration about what's to come next in your life. So there's loads of hope and loads of excitement almost. But yeah, that Death and that Four of Pentacles, I'm hearing a whisper in my ear, Taurus, of just learning to relax and to let go a little bit here. And I don't know what you've been asked to let go of. Only you will know. It's either a financial issue or it's about protecting yourself too much and guarding yourself. I have got no idea, and there's no judgment here. We all get hurt and it's instincts to protect ourselves. But these two together are sort of saying to me, come on, let go. Have trust in your higher power, whatever that means to you. Okay? Have a bit of faith. Have some trust that it's all going to be okay. And whatever you're waiting for, you'll find out by the end of the week. and whatever new horizons you want to break through, Taurus. By the end of the week, it looks like there's a lot of achievement around what you want to create in your life. Okay, well, listen, guys, I hope this helped you in any shape or form, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.